Welcome back to your mat for this invigorating vinyasa flow for strength and better posture. This will be a great addition to your weekly flows as it builds strength throughout the total body with an emphasis on opening the shoulders and finding better posture. We'll meet today in mountain pose, grounding both feet to the mat, reaching tall through the crown of the head. Taking a few gentle rolls of the shoulders back if needed, or finding stillness in this pose. I welcome you to close your eyes to find more stillness. When you're ready, find gentle arm circles through the right arm, circling the arm backwards, opening through the heart center. Regrounding through the feet, same thing on the left side. Allowing the arm circles to form a gentle stretch through the chest. When you're ready, sinking the weight into the left foot, bending the right knee, followed by bending the left knee, sinking the weight into the right foot. Shifting back and forth, bringing the energy down to the hip area. Inhale our hands overhead. Exhale, bring our hands to heart center, opening to the right. Connecting to our breath. Returning through center, opening to the left. Staying grounded through the feet. Bringing both hands back to center. Inhale overhead. Exhale, goal posting the hands. Maybe taking a bend in your left or right knee, allowing your chest to open, but sinking the weight and our energy down to the hip area. Bringing our hands to heart center, folds. Inhale, halfway lifts at the spine. Exhale, ragdoll pose, opposite hand to opposite elbow. Bringing a small bend to the knees to take some pressure off the lower back. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, folds. Walking the hands forward, step back to plank. Finding stillness and strength. Rocking out the ankles, keeping our gaze between our fingertips at the front of the mat. Building some power early in this flow. Chaturanga. All the way down, bringing our hands wide. Inhale through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold for wide. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, fold back down. Take the hands back to our sides, shifting downward facing dog. Pedaling out your feet, being firm through the palms of the hands. Connecting breath to movement. Inhale, right leg rises. Holding three-legged downward dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Sending it back up. Right knee to left elbow. Sending it back up. Three-legged dog. On your exhale, prepare to send it through. Meeting in crescent warrior. Finding strength, I offer you to go post your hands here to open the heart center farther and connect to a chest opening posture. Inhaling your hands overhead. Exhale, send it forward. Stay strong through the crown of the head. Feet are grounded into the mat. Thighs engaged inwards towards each other. Inhale, sending your hands back overhead. Hands to heart center, preparing for warrior two. Bringing the knee out over the pinky toe, gaze straight ahead. Rotating your arms, creating small circles, bringing energy into the shoulders, opening the chest. Finding stillness and gaze over the right fingertips. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, bringing our right forearm to thigh, left hand reaches overhead, creating a direct line of energy through that hip up through the shoulder. Finding expansion in the left side body, firm in the legs. Inhale, reverse. Cartwheeling our hands down, step back to plank. One inhale, set up your chaturanga. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot rises. Holding three-legged dog, preparing left knee to left elbow. Taking our left knee to left elbow. On the exhale, inhale, send it back up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, send it back up. On the exhale, step it through, preparing crescent warrior. Reaching strong through the crown of the head, goal posting the arms, opening the heart center once again. Bringing awareness to the confidence that is built when we look ahead, when we open our shoulders and present ourselves to the world. Inhale, our hands overhead. Exhale, bring it forward, reaching through the crown of the head. Once again, engaging those thighs, pulling them in closer to create the stability. Inhaling our hands overhead, exhale, hands to heart center, preparing for warrior two. Opening to warrior two, roll out the shoulders with some arm circles, reminding us to keep our shoulders back and down, sinking the weight into our hips. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, left forearm to left thigh when you're ready. Inhale, reaching the right hand overhead. Coming back through reverse warrior. Cartwheeling the hands down. Meeting in plank. One inhale, set up your plank. Rock it out, building stability, being firm through the hands. Ankles fall out to one side, coming into side plank, taking foot position of choice. And if this is too much, you can modify by bringing the knee down. Coming back through center, letting our heels fall out on the opposite side, meeting in side plank. Allowing you the freedom to pick the side first that you want to explore. Coming back through plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Hold, send it back. Three-legged dog. Right knee, left elbow. Inhale, meeting once again in our crescent warrior. Goal posting the hands. Inhale, reaching our hands overhead. Exhale to heart center. Take flight. Pressing through the left sole of the foot. Keeping our heart a little open and sending our hands backwards along the sides of the body or out to the side. Slowly lowering down for standing splits. If you want to take one hand to the ankle, feel free to play around with which hand gives you the best stretch, or you can keep both hands planted on the mat. When you're ready, step back through low runner's lunge, inhaling our hands overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, opening to warrior two. Inhale, reverse, preparing for our crescent moon pose. Sending that right hand forward into the ground, reaching strong through the left fingertips, finding our balance by pressing through the sole of the foot back towards the wall. Coming back through our warrior two pose. Inhale, reverse, prepare to cartwheel the hands down, frame the foot. Step back to plank. One inhale, set up your plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot rises. Left knee, left elbow, sending it back. Preparing for left knee, right elbow. Sending it back. On the exhale, step it through. Meeting in our crescent warrior. Send it forward, take flight, pressing through the right heel, reaching through the crown of the head. When you're ready, extending the arms into arm airplane or back at the sides, releasing down for standing splits. Playing around with if it feels better to reach back and grab an ankle or to let our fingertips touch the top of the mat. Step back to crescent warrior, hands to heart center, opening to our warrior two pose. Inhale, reverse when you're ready. Exhale, prepare for crescent moon. Left fingertips touch the top of the mat, right arm extends overhead. Step back, coming through warrior two. Rolling out our arms, inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step back to plank. One inhale, set up your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot rises. Exhale, step it through. Meeting once again in your crescent warrior. Bringing our hands to heart center, opening to warrior two. Straightening the right knee. Exhale, bringing our right forearm down to the right shin, extending the left hand overhead for triangle pose. Finding the expansion through the left side body. Hand can also come to a block, bending through the knee, coming back through warrior two, bringing it around crescent, stepping the left foot up, forward fold for pyramid. Taking a halfway lift to set the spine, set up your pose, and fold. Letting our breath flow in this pose. Stepping back to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot rises. Exhale, left knee steps through. Finding our crescent warrior, hands to heart center, opening to warrior two. Inhale, reversing the warrior, straightening the left knee, left palm to left shin, while right arm extends overhead. Gaze up at our right fingertips. Bringing it back through crescent, Stepping the left foot up, forward fold. Inhale, set the spine. Exhale, folds. Letting our breath flow, step back to plank. One inhale, set up your plank and rock out those ankles, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. When you're ready, step or jump, top of the mat. Meeting in chair pose. Hands can be out in front of you or overhead. Sinking our weight back into our hips. Bringing our hands to heart center, rolling out the shoulders. Lifting our right knee, grounding through the left foot for right knee raise. Extending our right knee out and our left hand up. Finding our balance, set it back down. Left knee raise, right arm extends overhead. Finding counter side balance, straightening the left knee when ready. Stepping both feet back down. Taking some soldier walks in this pose, engaging the core, finding the balance. Coming back to right knee raise, opening the knee out, finding tree pose, taking your arm position of choice. Bringing our hands to heart center, closing the knee. Same thing, left side, left knee raise, open the door, find tree. Bringing our hands to heart center. Meeting back with both feet placed on the ground. Inhaling our hands overhead and folds. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, fold, step back to plank. Coming into table, crossing our ankles, bringing the right sole of the foot outside of the left knee. Inhaling our left hand overhead, hooking that elbow outside of the right knee, gazes over our right shoulder. Connecting to our breath in this twist, maintaining the depth of breath by inhaling slower and exhaling slower. Unwinding, taking the same posture on the other side, placing the left sole of the foot outside of the right knee, left elbow hooks outside of right knee, right elbow hooks outside of left knee, and gaze over the left shoulder. Unwinding, crossing our left shin over our right shin for double fire log pose. Inhale our hands overhead and take your hands wherever you feel is appropriate for your body. Whether that's on your knees, out in front of you. Imagining in this cold winter day in the midst of January that you are in front of a warm, cozy fire with this fire log pose. You can see outside the window we have some snow here today and it's too cold to film outside. Walking our hands in, finding a rested seating meditation before going on to the other side, allowing time to reach through the crown of the head and realign the spine and posture. Shifting to bring our left shin over our right, double fire log pose, other side. Inhaling our hands overhead, hand placement of choice, listening to your body, as there is no teacher in yoga, just a person here to offer suggestions. When you're ready to come out of this pose, finding seated meditation once again to realign the spine, gently unwinding the legs, crossing the ankles and coming through tabletop position. Taking a small chaturanga, meeting on your stomach. Bringing the right sole of the foot behind the left thigh. Opening that left shoulder. Your left arm should be extended out behind you and your right arm should be extended or fingertipped, allowing expansion through the left shoulder. Coming through center. Taking this posture other side, left sole of the foot steps behind the right thigh. Right hand is reaching out, opening that right shoulder space. Coming back through center, bringing our hands to frame our chest. Coming back through table, crossing the legs once again. Meeting in our boat pose, aligning the spine, engaging the core. If you want to take some rotations in this pose by straightening one leg followed by straightening the other, I offer you this. But if you want to hold stillness, that's also acceptable. Rolling the spine down one vertebrae at a time, lifting into bridge. I offer you to interlace your hands and roll your shoulders underneath or allow them to run long beside you. Engaging the glutes and the core in this posture. Allowing your breath to flow. Preparing to lower one vertebrae at a time. Placing our hands under our glutes, reaching through the toes, engaging the thighs for an active pose. Allowing upper body to shift back until the crown of the head hits the mat for fish pose. Opening our posture is equal to changing our heart space and reflecting on where we are hardening our heart or closing off our vulnerability each day. When you're ready, bringing our back down, knees into center, and taking supine twist. I'm going to begin by letting my knees fall out to the left, but whatever side you choose is okay. Connecting to your breath, bringing our knees back in, letting them fall out to the opposite side. Keeping our arms an airplane to open the chest one last time. Find expansion in the shoulders one last time. Bringing our knees back to center, adjusting for our final resting pose of Shavasana. Maybe reaching our hand overhead for a little more engagement as we bring our hands back and soften into our Shavasana. allowing your Ujjayi breath to gently fall away in this pose. Finding peace and grounding that you can take on and off the mat. When you're ready to come out, meeting in seated meditation, one more stretch overhead. Taking a stretch through the right side body, followed by through the left side body, gently waking back up for our day. Inhaling our hands overhead, exhale to heart center. Thank you for practicing with me today. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.